Su Yang helped Chizhou deliver his resume to Zim Group, and finally waited for the interview opportunity of the personnel department, but he was told to be disqualified. Unwilling to reconcile, Chizhou immediately rushed into the office to ask clearly, only to find that Shin Ruoxin was the interviewer. No matter how he tried, he would be rejected. Just as Chizhou was about to leave, he accidentally ran into a university classmate, Usajia, and learned that Shin Ruoxin was busy with the spontaneous combustion case, so he could take this opportunity to start. Although Usajia is still in the internship stage, she very much hopes to stay in Zim Group, and even keeps complimenting Shin Ruoxin's ability in front of Chizhou. At the same time, Guilixin wanted to find Shin Ruoxin to get back together, so he called her to apologize, claiming that he had a bad attitude last night and that he was willing to take a step back and delay the marriage as much as possible. However, Shin Ruoxin patronized the investigation garage, looking for useful evidence, and didn't have time to bother him. Chizhou bought Shin Ruoxin early and admitted that he was willing to provide clues to the spontaneous combustion case, provided that Shin Ruoxin should be hired as a legal assistant. Seeing that Shin Ruoxin was not threatened, Chizhou immediately changed his mind, saying that he had made 3 custom necklaces for Gen Yuanhao, a total of 1 men's and 2 women's models, which were sent to 2 addresses. One of the women's bracelets was given to Mrs. Jin, and the other bracelet was sent to Yangpu. Just a while ago, Shanghai was hit by heavy rain. It may be that the car was soaked in water and caused spontaneous combustion. Because of Chizhou's reminder, Shin Ruoxin and him went directly to Yangpu to investigate and found evidence that Gen Yuanhao's car had accumulated water, so they brought this evidence to negotiate with Gen Yuanhao. At first, Gen Yuanhao was arrogant and insisted on asking for huge compensation. Until he heard Chizhou mention the bracelet, he instantly changed his tone and wanted to use money to buy Shin Ruoxin and share the compensation. As a result, as soon as he finished speaking, Shin Ruoxin took out the recorder. Gen Yuanhao was worried that his wife knew that he had an affair, so he could only agree to her terms and agreed to sign a settlement agreement with Zim Company. Little did he know that Guilixin was hiding next to him and had already secretly filmed the conversation between the two into a video. After the incident, Shin Ruoxin hired Chizhou as agreed and promised to give him a 2-month probation period. Considering what Gen Yuanhao did, Chizhou felt a little sorry for Mrs. Jin, so she was totally unhappy. That night, Chizhou went back to the dormitory to share the matter with Su Yang, and at the same time explained how he met Usajia. When Su Yang heard Usajia's name, he couldn't help being stunned for a moment. Chizhou keenly caught the subtle expression and couldn't help but gossip whether he liked Usajia. Although Chizhou guessed accurately, Su Yang knew he was not good enough for Usajia. After all, he had not found a job, and he couldn't even rent a house, and he was not qualified to fall in love. Shin Ruoxin went to the company to explain the reconciliation with Liu Pei. Unexpectedly, Guilixin would release a video of him proposing to Shin Ruoxin in the company. He even took out flowers again and knelt to propose in full view. Accompanied by the applause and uproar of his colleagues, Shin Ruoxin was furious and rejected Guilixin on the spot and announced the fact that they had broken up. When Shin's mother heard about this, she went to the company to reprimand Shin Ruoxin for picking things up, and at the same time called to apologize to Guilixin. Because of her mother's incomprehension, Shin Ruoxin was in a bad mood and went home alone to seek comfort from the robot. Even though Gen Yuanhao reached a settlement with Zim Company, he still hated Shin Ruoxin for causing him to lose 2 million in compensation.